one question though is like, if somebody did hire somebody and didn't run a background check, is there any legal repercussions to run it after the fact and be like, oh, just kidding, never mind, you're fired? Or is it like too late and now they're legally protected? What do you do if you screwed that up and you have somebody and you're like, or maybe you ran a background check and then you just listen to Kate say you missed 30% of the checking, and then you like run more and find out more. Can you take action based on that, or are you too late and you have to fire them for something else or cause somehow?
Well, first and foremost, you're going to want to talk to your legal about it, because they'll know what documents you have and what makes sense for what you've done. But if you're implementing a background screening program, the biggest thing is about not being discriminatory, meaning that you want, whatever the job position is, you want to run everybody in that job position the same way. Now, you can run them at different levels if they're at different jobs, but you wouldn't want to say, I've had people say, I kind of had a hunch about this guy, so we decided to run, 3 extra kinds of searches on him than the other guy. Because the crazy thing is if you find something, you can still get sued. Because why did you search me differently than someone else? So it's very dangerous. You just want to make sure you're consistent in that regard. And if you find out, if you're implementing a new program, I would say to go back and search somebody after the fact. I don't know that would protect you because you didn't do it before. Again, you want to talk to your legal, but you could say, you know what? We haven't been doing background screening. We're now going to implement a background screening plan, and here's what we're going to do. Or we've done background screening. We've only done a type surface screen. We decided we're going to do a deeper dive. So effective on this date, everybody's going to be screened. And I'll tell you, it was really interesting. I had a hospital back in the day that wasn't screening. Now most states require that. But they called and they said, we're getting bigger. We kind of used to know who we were hiring. Now we're not so sure. So we're going to training. And so with new hires. Okay. So the first screen came back as a registered sex offender. So I was sure they were testing me. Like, are you going to really find us? Right. So I called them up and said, hey, was that a test? Because we got them. And they said, no. I said, no. And they said, Kate, we would have hired that guy. He was perfect. Oh my gosh. So after a couple of those, they decided to screen their existing employees. They had, I think they said almost 40 people didn't come to work when they said they were going to screen. And they found,
well, then it's kind of mission accomplished in a way right there.
Yeah,
make sure you've got a good pipeline of applicants set up before you tell all your employees you're going to rescreen them.
Kate, that's the ABCs of recruiting. Always be recruiting.
Exactly. And then of the ones that did show up, they had 18 people who had offenses that they caught. I mean, we did the background and they had background checks. They thought we were going to catch it. We found it. Yep. So post offense, you want to make sure that you just need to be screening.